5 foundation you're supposed to lay before going into marriage. Before you say I do, these 5 foundations very much important that you understand it. Number 1 is self-awareness. A lot of people have really not understand themselves. If you don't understand yourself, chances are that you would not know what you want. Many people don't know what they want in a relationship, therefore they run into anything they see. You must be very intentional about your relationship, but you hardly become very intentional about your relationship if you have not known whom you are. You have to understand whom you are, the way you think, your thinking prompts. You have to understand how you're configured, how you're wired. Self-awareness is key to success in marriage. So how do you get to know more about yourself? Read about your zodiac sign. A lot of people don't believe in zodiac signs. If you're among those people who doesn't believe in zodiac sign and temperament, it is okay. I believe so much in it. Whether you believe in it or you don't believe in it, the truth still remains that they are true. Therefore, study about your zodiac sign. Study very, very much about your zodiac sign. Know the in and out about your zodiac sign so that you know your weakness and your strength. When you know your weakness and your strength, you get to know why you act the way you act. When you understand why you act the way you act, if you're in a relationship, you'll be able to communicate your weakness and your strength. Gemini, and Gemini people are twins. So as a Gemini who have known so very much about myself, I can be very inconsistent because it is a trait of Gemini. Having known that about myself, if going into a relationship, I should be able to communicate it with my partner. That one of my weaknesses is that I could be very inconsistent. There are weaknesses for each of the temperaments, but you have to understand yourself. Self-awareness is key. Whether you believe in it or you don't believe in it, just know them. No knowledge, they say, is a waste. Number 2 is study the relationship between your father and your mother. Before going into marriage, what kind of family were you raised in? What is the environment you grew up in? These things affect your mental faculty. If you are coming from a background where your mother is the boss of the house, your mother is the one that gives order, whatever thing your mother says is what happened. Before you know, you quickly think that this is the way of life, without knowing that these aren't the ways of life. So if you're coming from a background where your mother controls your father at home, if you get married, you think you should be controlling your husband. So what do? You need to get a lot of information about marriage so that when you get married tomorrow, maybe you're getting married to a guy who the father is a man enough in his house and control his home, you people start having problems. Number 3 things you need to know is a lot of us act like our father or our mother. So chances are that you're acting like your dad or your mom. What are those weaknesses in your father and mother that you don't like? Study yourself to know those weaknesses you inherited from your parents, and try everything you can to make sure that even when those weaknesses are there, that you eliminate them to be very slim. We might just not be able to come out from our weaknesses 100%, but when you become very much aware of your weakness, you become very intentional on how you live, and you try everything to eliminate it. Another thing you must try and understand before going into marriage is that you have to understand the place of culture and religion in marriage. There is this person that stays around my street. Man got married to the wife. They were attending Catholic church. So they were born in Catholic home. So they are Catholic families. Before you know, after their first child, some 2 or 3 years into the marriage, the wife started attending Deeper Life. Before you know, she stopped putting on trousers, started behaving like the normal Deeper Life person. Husband tried everything possible to make her see reasons that the church they are going is okay and church is church. She refused. Before you know, the man walked away. The woman became so heavenly conscious that anything you're saying, she's telling you God and heaven, that she lost tune of reality. Decide your religion before getting married. decide, are you going to be religious? And if you're going to be religious, marry from people who will tolerate your religiosity.